Hello, kidney warriors. James here from Dadvice TV, your online kidney health coach. And this is Dadvice TV Live. Now, if you are new, go ahead and type new in the comments. That way everyone here in our great and helpful community can know that you're new. And let us know, do you have kidney disease? What stage are you? If you know your GFR, let us know. Or do you have someone you know that you're learning about kidney disease to help support them so that they can kick kidney disease to the curb? We have a wonderful and supportive community here. And if you're new, you're going to love them. Now, for those of you that are new, my name is James. I'm not a doctor. No. I'm a kidney patient. Now, almost 2 years ago, November 18th, 2018, a doctor was in my room in the ICU. I went to the ER and I got admitted to the ICU for a week. And she told me, James, your kidneys are bad. You need to go on dialysis and you need a transplant. Oh my goodness, my world was shattered. Now, I'm a super nerd. I didn't go on dialysis. I started researching it, calling up doctors and scientists and researchers all around the world. And it looked like, hey, there might be some things I could do. Well, I was right. I worked with my doctors. I got a renal dietitian, the secret to kicking kidney disease to the curb. And I made diet and lifestyle changes. And I started getting better. And well, I didn't just get better. I went from stage 5, got to stage 4, went all the way through stage 4, got rid of every single symptom. I don't have any symptoms. You can tell I'm full of energy, and it's 6 o'clock at night here. I just got done working a hard day at work, but I still have so much energy. I made it to stage 3, and my kidneys, they're not holding me back. Now, I didn't fix my kidneys. I didn't repair them. I didn't heal them. They're still shriveled and scarred. There's no way to fix the physical damage. But what I did do was I reduced the burden on my kidneys by eating healthy, by managing my blood pressure, by watching my blood sugar, and getting my A1C looking good. And I started losing weight, started exercising. Now, that's all I did. No secret pill, no secret herb, no magic stuff, none of that stuff. Just diet and lifestyle. Now, for those of you out there, and many of you have mentioned it in the comments, that it's tough finding good food when you're on a renal diet. We're told, watch out for phosphorus, potassium, sodium, protein. We also got to keep an eye on our sugar, calcium, and other things. Keep everything in balance to not put too much workload on our kidneys. And it can be tough to find foods at the grocery store or that you can go online and order now that we're in the world of COVID, and have delivered to your food, to your house, that are kidney friendly. Now, can any of you guys, except for the brand that we're going to talk about tonight, for those of you who have read the description, you know what brand I'm about to talk about, but can you think of any other brand that makes kidney friendly food, has a variety of it? If you can, let me know in the comments. If you can't, let me know in the comments. Can't think of anything. I can't think of any other brand. So let me quickly introduce what brand I have here and talk a little bit about it. And then we're going to get right down to our guest, because this company sent us a renal dietitian. Yeah, we have a new dietitian for you guys to talk to. The brand's name is FLAVIS. It's an Italian brand, and they have a whole boatload of different products. They have pastas. This right here, Rigatoni, big old giant box of Rigatoni. Low protein, low phosphorus, low potassium, low sodium, other types of pasta. They got spaghetti. They got all sorts of things. You want some crackers? They got crackers for kidney-friendly patients. This isn't regular food. It's considered medical food because it's great for us. My favorite things that they got, oh boy, you guys sit down, get ready for this. Oh wait, have trouble finding bread? Wonder what kind of bread to eat? They have bread. Look at this. These little packets, you open them up. Awesome for making toast. Put a little natural peanut butter on there, maybe a little dab of honey or something like that for a little bit of sweetness. Maybe some cinnamon and honey or something like that. A little bit of plant-based butter substitute. Whoa, have some nice morning toast. But here's my favorite things. We were talking, 2 nights ago with Jen Hernandez about snacks and candies and stuff like that. Now, they don't make candies, but let me tell you guys, they make lots of great snacks. Here's bags of cookies that you can get. These things are awesome. You can dip them in your coffee or tea, or if you have some almond milk or something like that. They're kind of like a biscotti type cookie. They also make, and I know you guys are going to be like, James, they also make chocolate chip cookies. I tried my hardest, guys, to keep the bag closed so that I could show it to you. But I just couldn't. The box arrived on Monday, and what is today, Thursday? I couldn't just let this bag of chocolate chip cookies sit there. And just kind of give you guys an example of how good these are for your kidneys. 3 cookies. These are actually, I got 1 left in here. I was very good. Oh, I got 2 left. I was very good not to eat them all. Okay, so these little chocolate cookies, they kind of look like Chips Ahoy type cookies, but a little bit thicker. 3 of these. Take a guess. How many milligrams of sodium do you think? This is a low sodium food. Let's take a guess. What do you guys think? How much sodium in 3 cookies? You guys are going to be shocked. Now, it's not 0. We need a little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt to give it some good taste. I'm going to give you guys a second to see what you guys guess in there. 3 cookies, how many milligrams of sodium? Also, this is my #1 favorite thing. These awesome fruit bars. As a matter of fact, this box, it's empty. I've eaten so many boxes of these. You get 5 of these in a little thing, and they're each individually wrapped. Makes a great little starter to the day. Something for breakfast or in the middle of the day, you need a little snack. Grab one of these. They taste delicious. Strawberry and other berry flavors in there. Oh, incredible. But there is a wide variety, even more than what we have here. FLAVIS is I'm just so excited to have discovered it. All right, we have people guessing. We got some 50 milligrams. Now, 50 milligrams for 3 cookies, that would be pretty low. I mean, holy cow, 50. We got some lower ones. 15. We got a 30 here. Well, let me tell you guys. Oh, I see the right answer. T, you got it. 10 milligrams, boom, right there, in 3 cookies. That means it's like 3 milligrams in each cookie. That's practically nothing. Oh, I love these things. These are great. All right. So, of course, you guys know me. When I find something I like, I tell people. I talk to people. I talk to the manufacturer. I did talk to Jen. I reached out to Jen and said, hey, Jen, I found this brand, FLAVIS. What do you think of it? She's familiar with it, but she's in Hawaii. Can't get it over there. So now she's in Kentucky. She can get it. Oh, and I see some of you are saying you just checked Amazon. Hold on. We're going to order it directly from the manufacturer, and you guys are going to get a coupon for $10 off every order. I called the manufacturer. We actually did a video chat, talked about it. I said, hey, I got this video show, Dadvice TV. I want to talk about your products. You know, can you help me with it? Of course, just like when I did everything else, I reached out to the manufacturer and talked to them. And they said, you know what? We've got a renal dietitian not too far from you that we could let you borrow, let her come on the show, talk to you guys about FLAVIS, what makes it kidney friendly, and we can help with some cooking videos, show you guys how to use these products and make all sorts of great meals. I was like, holy cow, let's do it. And right here with us, I want to introduce you guys to Meghan. Hey, Meghan, how you doing?
Hi. Hello, everyone. Good. How are you? Hello from New Jersey.
Hey, I knew it was someplace local on this coast. Now, let everyone know,
Yes.
what are your credentials?
So I'm a registered dietitian. I did my training at the Bronx VA Hospital in New York City, and I have a master's degree in nutrition and dietetics from New York University.
Awesome. And let me bring myself up here on the screen with you. Boom. I was rearranging my screen,
look at
getting ready for this earlier today, since we're going to do the cooking demo during the show today. So what makes, or what's your connection with FLAVIS? What is your connection with them?
So I am the dietitian for Dr. Shar, which makes Shar gluten-free foods, and FLAVIS low-protein foods, which they're made to be kidney friendly because they're low in protein, sodium, potassium, and phosphorus. And so in addition to that, what I do really is kind of make them more user-friendly for people who might need them. So help with recipe development, creating educational tools, all kinds of stuff. Basically everything on the website gets vetted by me because, I'm the person who understands the science.
Yep, very, very good.
Mhm.
And how did Flavis come about? Because I'll tell you, I just went to the grocery store today during my lunch break. Had a very busy day. Ran to the grocery store. There's nothing like this on the grocery store shelves, but so much of
Yeah,
the population could use it.
I
What?
know.
What's the history? What brought Flavis around to saying, "Hey, we're going to make these products. We're going to address that industry that needs help."
Yeah, so we are an Italian company actually, and we've been doing, gluten-free. Our mission is to improve the lives of people with special nutritional needs. So we've been doing gluten-free for 40 years, and it came to the US about 10 years ago, our brand, Char Gluten-Free. And so the Italians, they're really into preventative medicine. And so they started a few years ago looking at some other diseases that might benefit from a product that meets their needs because it can be so hard if you go into a
Hmm.
store and you're just looking for bread. You see so many breads with potassium and phosphorus additives, and it's really hard to know exactly how much is in it. So in Italy, this is really, it's everywhere in the pharmacy. It's prescribed as medical food. And of course, in the US, we have a different situation. But given that it affects such a large number of people, it's really important for me, especially as a dietitian, I just want to spread the word, make sure everyone's aware. We have these products, and actually, they're really good. And Italians take bread and pasta very seriously.
Oh,
So this
yeah, of
is
course. You
good
know it's
stuff.
good.
Yeah.
And a few people are saying they've already bought some. Hey,
Oh, that's
Sean,
awesome.
awesome. Hopefully you guys used the link that was in the description, which you can have a
Mhm.
shortcut. Go.dadvicetv.com/food will take you straight to the manufacturer's website where you can shop, see all the products they have. And when you check out, use the coupon code DADVICE, get $10 off. So if you order some
Yeah.
stuff today, use the code, save $10. That covers shipping. A few days later, a week later, you're like, holy cow, you're like me. You get boxes of these and you eat practically all of them really quickly. These things, you've eaten these, right, Megan?
Oh, yes. I have some right here. Right here.
I have two more boxes left unopened.
Yeah. I mean, they really are good. That's a treat though. That's not a low sugar item, but it's good. It's got all the low sodium, potassium, phosphorus, and protein. So we cover a lot of the boxes.
Yeah, and this doesn't even taste like healthy food. This
Yeah.
tastes like a treat. It's actually I'm in shock at how good this one tastes.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. And I emailed Flavis about it. I was like, oh my goodness, I love these. They
I
were
know.
so
I
good.
know. Those are really, they're probably our most popular item, those and the breads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that the fruit bar is definitely always yeah,
And
the
this
bread.
is just for everyone watching. These are loaves. You get 2 loaves. You
Yep,
also have different kinds of bread. You got these thin, long bread sticks, which
yep.
okay, it's like the chocolate chip cookies, guys. They didn't last long enough to show you.
Yeah, no, they're like, if you, I don't know if you ever go to an Italian restaurant and they have the skinny breadstick crackers on the
Yeah,
table,
yeah, yeah,
that's what
just
they
like
are. Yeah,
those.
we call them grissini. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love those.
Yeah.
And then there were the other breads, the little ones you put in the oven and cook for a little
Oh, the
bit.
ciabatta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ciabatta. Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, those were great.
Yes.
I had I think 4 of them. However many comes in a
Yeah.
pack,
I think it's four.
and
Yeah.
yeah, cooked them up, cut them, made little
Hmm.
sandwiches that were healthy. I've avoided bread for the most part. Like so many people on here, we're afraid to
Hmm.
grab bread because there's sugar in bread, a lot of sugar
Yeah.
actually here in the United States.
Yeah.
There's other stuff and all those preservatives and things just piling up, and I get asked all the time, what kind of bread do you eat, James? Well, now you guys know. And I'm not
Yeah.
a big bread eater, but I love this as toast.
Yes. The sliced breads are great for toast. I'm like you. I prefer like my sandwiches to be on the little ciabatta rolls, but
Hmm.
they're both great. The toast we have, we have so many different people asking us for toast recipes, I think, because toast is like trendy right now. So there's a lot of different fun toast recipes on our website, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Now,
hot item. I don't know.
yeah, and it's just, to me, I don't know why, but I kind of mentally feel like it's diet if it's toast. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well.
if it's not toast, it doesn't feel diet to me. Um, but I love making like almost like a BLT without the bacon. Some vegan mayo, lettuce, tomato,
Mhm.
2 slices toasted. I got me a great, and I slice it, and I'm really picky, guys.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that slices corner to corner. I like the triangles. I don't like the squares.
Oh,
I know it's the same amount, but I feel like I get bigger with the triangles.
I get it. I get it.
And for those of you that are asking, yeah, the link is right up here at the top of the screen.
Mhm.
Go.dadvicetv.com/food. It's also in the description. Coupon code is Dadvice, get you $10 off. And it's great to support a company that supports us. And the prices on these are reasonable. Like this whole bag of cookies, there's a lot of cookies. Does it say how many?
Yeah.
It says 21.
I don't.
I think there's more than 21 in here.
Yeah. It's all based on weight, so it can
Yeah.
vary.
And these
Yeah.
are great. This is under $5 for this right here.
Mhm.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
all very affordable. It goes a long way, especially with pasta.
Yeah, pasta. And I also just like to point out, you can always freeze the bread. It freezes great. So if, you have too much and you don't want to buy it because, you won't eat it all quickly, that's totally fine. You can just put the rest what you don't use in the freezer. And I always put it in the microwave for like 10, 15 seconds and it's good as new.
Yep. Awesome. Very
Hmm.
good. Now we have a cooking demonstration for today. I am so excited to get to the cooking demonstration. Are you guys all ready out there? Let us know. Are you ready to see how to make, what are we making today?
It's a zucchini. It's a rigatoni pasta with zucchini,
This is
pesto,
these.
and breadcrumbs.
Yes,
Yeah,
and breadcrumbs. And that's
yeah.
another thing where it's like I've completely avoided breadcrumbs until I saw on the FLAVIS website, you guys got tons of recipes and
Hmm.
videos walking through them. I saw how to use the FLAVIS breadsticks to make breadcrumbs.
Yeah, you
It
just
was
gotta
so
blend them up.
easy. Yeah.
I know. I know. You don't realize, you don't have to buy certain things. You can kind of make do with what you have, like buying croutons. You don't need to do it. You can just make croutons with the bread. It's there's all kinds of things. And if you ever are like, how do I make this? I mean, you can probably contact us and we can probably have a recipe to share with you. We have a lot in our database.
Yep. Everyone is ready. That is awesome. My mom
Yeah.
says, love that you can freeze that bread. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I do too. I can never get through a loaf in a few days, So.
oh, it doesn't last long here. Once I kind of discovered, and I just got this, guys. This just came this week. Got another order this week. I open up one of these. They're sealed. You can cut it in half and then open up just one of them. It doesn't last long. When you have bread that you can eat that's made for kidney patients, you're looking for ways to make
Mhm.
sandwiches, to make toast, to make all sorts of stuff. You want a snack? I toast it up in some peanut butter. Boom. Got me a great snack. Watch some Netflix. I'm in heaven.
Yeah, and before we get into the cooking demo, I do want to point out with the bread. So, when it's sealed, so that unopened packaging, that's actually really it can keep for about 3 months, give or take, depending on when you get it. But the reason for that is that we have this special type of packaging called modified atmosphere packaging, which just means that we can keep it fresh without having to add preservatives. So that's why it kind of looks like a weird like vacuum seal thing. It's just so that we can make it a little healthier.
I think this is awesome because it's so easy
Hmm.
to store in the fridge
Yeah.
and stuff. It's so
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the other ones, when I got them, I just cut it in half, and I found places to put it. And in the olden days, I was a slow bread eater. I would buy a loaf, and I'd eat like barely any of it, and then it would go bad. But I've kind of gone so long without bread that now when I
Yeah.
open one of these up, I'm going through it. I'm thinking, what can I have for lunch? What can I have for dinner that uses bread? It's like I missed it so badly, and
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have it again.
So glad we could help.
All right, are you ready to go to the cooking demo?
I am.
This is
Yes.
a first, guys. Okay, so it's gonna look a little different, and I'm hoping everything will go smooth.
Yeah.
The cooking demo is pre-recorded, so that we're not making a mess or worrying about where the cameras are or anything. Let's bring it up here. Yay, it's working. And I'm gonna hush up. You guys all hear me talk plenty, and we're gonna let Meghan kind of walk through what's here. And we also have subtitles on it for those of you that English is a second language. That way there's subtitles there, and you can see, oh, just how easy it is to make this meal. And I have not made this one yet. I was going to make some pasta tonight, but we had the show, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to make pasta tomorrow night. I'm going to make it for the whole family. We're going to have a pasta night and just have a good old time. And I'm going to make some garlic toast with the bread. Oh, that's another great snack, guys.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
love
Garlic's so good
lots
for you.
Yeah, garlic, and then I use this plant-based butter substitute. I got it. I'm in heaven. All right, here we go. You guys can tell I love this food. Let me get it going. There we go.
All right, it's going.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not seeing it. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
no, I see the buttons, but not the video.
Wait, I did the wrong one. Here we go.
Oh.
There it
Oh,
is.
yep, here we go. All right, so that's a zucchini. And, so zucchini is, well, we always want to include as many fruits and vegetables as possible, but it's one of those ones that gets tagged as high potassium sometimes. And I just want to point out, this recipe, first of all, not everyone has to restrict potassium, but if you do, we're boiling it here, which does cause some of the potassium to come, we call it leaching. It leaches out of the vegetables, so that's really good. But it's also high in vitamin C and B vitamins, which are all good for your anti-inflammatory properties. They support, they give you energy, they support your immune system. So really important that you're eating vegetables that have all these micronutrients.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love zucchini.
I know,
and
me
we
too.
grow it. It grows so easy in our garden, and the deer don't eat it.
Oh, really? They don't?
Yeah, the deer
I think
leave
they
it
eat
alone.
They eat it near me.
They eat everything else. All of our tomatoes. They leave the zucchini and the cucumbers alone.
These are the
So we
funniest looking
just
ice cubes I've
cooked
ever
it.
seen. Yeah.
Yes, very
Now we're
fancy
putting
ice
in.
cubes.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, why do we put it in the ice water after cooking
So
the zucchini?
that's to stop it from getting mushy. It's to kind of preserve some of the
Ah.
texture. Yeah, it stops the cooking.
Oh, very good. I never knew that.
Yeah, it's part of the blanching process, we call it. So now, we're drying it out, so we're not getting a wet sauce, I guess.
And I love that this video goes through this level of detail. I could follow this and make this.
Oh, yeah, anybody can. And that's the thing with most of our recipes, they're really meant to be for everyone. So, we don't want to make this complicated. There's a lot of things to remember anyways. You don't need to, on top of that, have a complicated recipe.
Yep.
So, yeah. So
we're chopping it up into cubes.
Yeah, we just cube it up. You notice we're using a lot of water in our recipes, which is really good for cooking because it doesn't add, anything really except for it helps it cook. It doesn't add any salt, any oils. I mean, oils are fine, but you just, we're keeping it simple here.
Yep. And then I love these.
Yeah.
I'm going to mispronounce them all.
Crostini.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, crostini, but I thought it was wrong. I love these. Okay, guys, they come in a pack, and they look just like they're already sliced in half. They're already toasted. It's like toasted bread.
Yeah, they come like, I think I have it right here. Can you see it?
There you go. Yes, there they are. They're in the bag.
Yep,
They're already cut like this.
Yep.
And they're great for like dipping in hummus and stuff like
Yep.
that.
You can make a
Oh,
little bruschetta, which I love. Like, yeah, it's delicious.
see,
Yeah.
you
So,
can tell I've already been exploring brand new things with these products. And the regular viewers have heard me mention this probably for about 3 or 4 weeks now, saying, hey, I found some new food. It's coming. You guys are
yeah.
going to love it.
One thing you can also do with these, if you're making if you want to make a breaded vegetable, a lot of times people tell me that they like to dip their vegetables in them and use the air fryer. I don't know if anyone here has an air fryer, but I've heard that that works. Haven't tried it myself, but
Yeah. So we're putting them in a food processor
Mhm.
to make our
Yep.
breadcrumbs. They're already
Yep.
cooked.
Easy.
Boom,
Yep.
boom,
They're just like a
boom.
cracker. Nice and quick.
Look at that.
Yeah.
An easy and affordable way to have you have these things, and then you also have
Mhm.
breadcrumbs if you need them.
Yep. And I will say we keep them plain here, but you can add any herbs, any dried herbs. They go great in there. You buy an Italian herb seasoning, perfect.
Yeah. Then we took half the breadcrumbs out and put them in a bowl to save for
Hmm.
later. We're
Add the
adding our.
zucchini. Yep, this is making your pesto. Not a basil pesto, but different kind. And so, yeah, we're adding salt here. And I just want to comment on that because a lot of people think, no salt. But actually, most of the sodium in American diets comes from processed foods and
Mm-hmm.
not actually table salt. So, it's not that you need no sodium, you just need less. And
Right.
salts, if you add just a little bit, it does a lot for the flavor of your dish, but it's not adding as much sodium as if you're eating so much processed food. And, all you know, we all love like chips and crackers and stuff, but that's the stuff where you're really gonna, and actually even bread, that's the stuff where you're really packing on the salt. So adding a little salt is not the same as buying a food that has a lot of salt.
Yep. And a lot of new kidney patients, and I was one of them, misunderstand the
Mhm.
sodium limit. And when I first was diagnosed, I tried to go 0 sodium. And
Yeah.
my wife
Uh,
made some chili the day after I got out of the hospital, and she made some sodium free chili. It was awful.
yeah.
None of us could
Well,
eat it. It was so bad.
and you need some to maintain your blood pressure. You need some sodium.
Yep.
So it's fine. And I saw someone's asking what's EVOO. That's extra virgin olive oil.
Yep. And we add a
So
third of a
that's,
cup of it,
yep. Yep. And then the basil.
a little bit of
And
garlic. I love garlic.
yeah, and flavor your foods without salt. You add the herbs and the spices, and it just makes your food taste great. You don't even miss the salt a lot of times if you flavor well. We keep adding oil, and olive oil is a healthy plant-based oil. It actually is really heart healthy. It raises your good cholesterol, lowers your bad cholesterol. Most people need to do that, so
Mm-hmm. Yep.
it's a good quality oil. And then parsley, fun fact about parsley, it's also really heart healthy. It contains a lot of antioxidants and for whatever reason, parsley is studied as an herb that is just really helpful for its anti-inflammatory properties.
Oh, that's
So
important.
yeah,
Anything that's good for our
always,
heart and anything that's anti-inflammatory,
yeah,
awesome.
always add herbs. They're all good for you. Think about it. They're just greens, you know,
Yep. Greens
getting
with
your greens
flavor.
in. Yep.
And then
All right.
we heat up a pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Mm-hmm. And another thing about oils that's really great is, they're a good source of calories. They help you stay full because they're giving you that extra satiety factor. So,
I did not know that. That is great. And
yeah,
then we add
yeah,
that half of the breadcrumbs that we set
hmm
aside in the
yep,
beginning. We're adding
we're,
those to
yep,
our warm saucepan with our oil, adding in that
yep,
great parsley.
yep. And you can use dried or fresh parsley. They're both great, but in this recipe we're using the fresh. And this is just to toast the breadcrumbs, get them crispy. Now we're doing the
Oh,
pasta. So
yes. Mm.
we actually ran the nutrition facts on this recipe. I'm going to make sure I have it right. Yeah. So on this recipe right here, we have 8.2 grams of fiber, which is great. Your
Awesome.
daily recommendations are 25 to 30 grams. And so 8 is like, a quarter of what you need for the day. It's that is so important for people with kidney disease. You're helping to pull out some of those toxins in your body. Fiber is good for everyone. It facilitates healthy bowel movements. It's healthy for everyone. Everybody should have more fiber. Fiber's so extra important when you have kidney disease. So.
Yep. And when I first was diagnosed, after I kind of got a bit healthier, I went on a low carb diet, and they really wanted me to up the fiber. And so I got adjusted to eating a lot of fiber, and I love looking for foods that are high fiber.
Yeah.
And it's
our
kind of disappointing to
foods,
find something that has like 1 gram or less of fiber.
I know. And our foods are high in fiber, but also all fruits and vegetables and whole grains, those are really your source of fiber. You think you eat more plants, you're getting more fiber, but you might as well have a product too that supports that goal of eating more fiber.
Yep. All right. So we cooked our pasta, and then we're going to strain it. And I'll tell you, look how good this looks.
Yeah. It's like fancy pasta.
It looks better than something you'd get at the Olive Garden. And for those that are from Italy, I know Olive Garden isn't real Italian food.
No. My Italian friends would say that, that is crazy, but we love it in America. I mean, come on. But we have authentic Italian recipes here.
Yeah, and look at this. And you sprinkle on the breadcrumbs right there, and then you end up with this amazing, delicious, kidney-friendly food that you made really easy. And we only used a few products.
Yeah.
Oops, I actually hit the replay button.
Oh, that's fine. Watch the zucchini again. So it's great. And this whole recipe, again, we ran the nutrition facts, and this is based on, the USDA database. So it's pretty good. We only have 196 milligrams of potassium, 72 milligrams of phosphorus, and the sodium is 39 milligrams.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Holy cow.
Yeah. So, and actually protein, 1.6 grams.
Even that is
pretty good.
There is no restaurant that you can go to and get something that tasty, that looks that good, that's not going to be packed with all sorts of stuff that we don't need.
Yeah. And a lot of people, and this is really the point of FLAVIS, is these are tools to help support your diet. And a lot of people don't realize, or, bread and pasta, a typical bread or pasta could range anywhere from 3 to 7 grams of protein. And if you're trying to watch protein, this is a challenge. And, for us, we see it as it gives you a little room to maybe have a little bit of something that maybe is a little higher in protein that you really miss. Like I think, James, we talked about, you want to add a little cheese, you maybe can if you have a lower protein bread. So it's all about the total picture of the diet, but these are really good tools to help you get started.
Yeah. And I'm the, kind of what you mentioned, once the gates open and we're like, holy cow, here's a pasta I can have. And they make tons of different pastas, guys. They got spaghetti. I got a box of it here.
Yeah. We also have, I have a few more.
I opened it because this is what I was going to make for dinner.
Yeah.
A pizza. I didn't know that.
It's
the pizza base.
It's just the base. It's just the crust.
Yeah, that's
you can
the
put
only
whatever
part
you
that
want
matters. The rest you can make and put your toppings on.
We also have a flour. It's called bread mix, but honestly, I use it like regular flour. So this is really good if you want to make I made rolls, like homemade rolls with it. It's really good.
We had someone the other day in Plant Powered Kidneys Facebook group that was asking, what kind of biscuits can I eat? Boom. There's the way. Make
FLAVIS
your
bread
own.
Mix. Yeah. You can always make your own. It's just, gotta get a little creative. So, yeah.
Now we've got a lot of people that are liking the recipe.
Oh, that's great. I hope you all try to make it.
So a few questions we have out there. Oh, people are saying pizza, James. When I was first diagnosed, everybody, that was my thing. It was like, I'm going to get better. I'm going to go to Chicago. I'm going to get me a nice, big, deep dish Chicago pizza and eat it. That was my thing. And then you guys know, I kind of got rid of my whole desire for pizza. And then it's ribeyes. I've gotten to the point where every so often, it's probably been like 5 months now, I'll treat myself to a nice, delicious ribeye. I know I shouldn't have it, but I do it very rarely, so it's good. It fits in there. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. You might have gotten disconnected. Try it again. I can't hear you. Let's see. Oh, it says you're muted. There's a mute button on the screen. You might have accidentally hit it. Let me see if I can unmute you. You can always disconnect and come back in if it doesn't unmute. I'm just trying. Oh, you might have gotten a phone call. Nope, no phone call. I wish I knew sign language, but at least she can hear me. While she's working to get that fixed, you guys, you got to check out their website. Go to the link above. You can see all the products they do have. There's a bunch of them. Don't forget, you use the coupon code DADVICE. You get $10 off, and you can, every order, $10. All right, she's disconnecting, and then she'll come back in there. Hold on, let's bring her back in. All right, let me bring you back in. All right, can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I'm back. Okay. I don't really know what happened there.
Yeah. Who knows? It could have been something on the software that I use. They just rolled this feature out here where I can bring in guests without using Skype.
Oh,
and it might be something that they, a little bug there or something.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, we're back.
Yeah. So some questions. Do you guys make, and I don't think so, but do you guys make any breakfast cereals?
No. I think I'm trying to think of what could substitute, but I don't actually think any of our products could substitute, but no, we don't. But I'll actually write that down as a recommendation.
Eat one of these or a couple of these.
You could also make muffins with the bread mix, but actually it's a pretty good product recommendation. So I'm going to write that down because we should.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I know of no cereals that are kidney friendly. I'm a little unique in that I need lots of potassium. I am not on a low potassium diet.
Okay.
I have something weird, it's written down here, that causes me not to hold on to potassium. So I do eat like a Raisin Bran. It's a low carb Raisin Bran.
Okay.
That's the only cereal I can find. I get a little bit of almond milk. I put it in there. And it has no flavor.
Yeah.
No flavor.
So this is just me, but I really like to do oats, and you can flavor those with all kinds of fruits and vegetables. And I do, like right now I'm really into stewed apples. So I literally cut up apples, put water in, and like cinnamon and cardamom, and you cook it for like 15 minutes. You don't even touch it. You just put the top on.
Oh, that probably makes your house smell great.
It smells like fall. Yes. And it's so great with any plain oatmeal or cereal. You can eat it hot or cold. So this is my.
Yep. Yeah. Pearl's asking, is oats good? I eat oatmeal. I love some steel cut oatmeal. I put in some cinnamon.
Yeah. And oats are really high in fiber. So fiber is one of those things we talk about that's so important. So
yeah,
I say yes.
And Greater Bilby says, adding some cereal would be fantastic. He's all for it.
I wrote that down. I'm gonna ask about that.
Yeah, let's see what other questions we got in here. Let's see. Star said pasta like chickpea, brown rice, edamame spaghetti. Yep. I'm guessing maybe they're reading some of the stuff off of the website and sharing it in the group.
So those are, so I think I know what they're talking about. So a lot of these like gluten-free pastas they're really popular, like these healthy pastas. They're based like chickpea flour, brown rice flour, edamame flour. Those are high in fiber, but they're also made to be very high in protein. So they're not actually good for kidney disease. So, have ours. It's, ours are a corn base, which it's, corn is a vegetable. It's a great, and it's gluten-free as well. So if anyone has to follow gluten-free.
A question for Ray. Ray is over in the UK.
Okay.
His mom has stage 5 kidney disease, and
Mhm.
he's doing so much to help her. Ray, you're awesome. He wants to know, do they deliver in the UK?
That is a good question. So I think I know they're in the Italian and French pharmacies, and I'm not sure if they will ship there though. So I actually would check out the Shar or the Dr. Shar or Flavis Italian sites. I'm not sure if they can ship there, but you can get them in France and Italy.
Yeah. Oh, that's not that far away.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
we're
So
getting Europe.
if anyone out there has questions, go ahead. It's a great opportunity to ask them.
Yeah.
Um, I have not had any of these products that I disliked. The you know, even though the fruit bars are absolutely incredible, I do love these little chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. I mean, those are good. It's funny. Those are like a cacao chip, so they're a little less sugary. You
Yeah,
still get the chocolate.
they're so
Um,
tiny, but they have flavor.
yeah, no, they do. And you can add those to your cereal too. Yeah. I mean, we make all kinds of things with those.
Oh,
On our website, we have a pudding recipe, a kidney-friendly chocolate pudding recipe that a friend of mine, Brittany Sparks, she's another dietitian who specializes in kidney disease. She created this recipe and it's so good. If you go on flavis.com, kidney-friendly chocolate pudding. And we use those as like a little crumbly base.
oh,
Yeah.
see, that sounds good. I have not had chocolate pudding since being diagnosed.
You know what the key is? She uses cocoa powder. And so
Awesome.
it's not like melted chocolate. So, yeah.
Well, I am definitely going on there tonight and downloading that, and I'm going to make some. That is going to be
Yeah.
great. And for those of you guys that are wondering, so when it comes to cookies, there's soft cookies, there's medium cookies, and there's crispy. These are on the crispy side.
Crispy.
You cannot eat these while you're Zooming for work if your mic is turned on. I did that
That's so
earlier
funny.
today.
No. Yes, now we're all on Zoom. We have to be aware of the noises in the background.
Yes. Yes, I was doing that earlier today with a coworker, and there's 2 cookies in here, which is the one I ate because it would have made 3, which is the serving. So I stick to the serving sizes, and I pulled it out, and I'm just eating it real careful. I had my mouth shut. And she goes, "What are you eating? That's all crunchy."
Nice kidney-friendly cookie.
Yeah, and I like the cookies being crunchy. I'm not a soft baked cookie. I don't like those kind. I like having a little bit of texture and feeling it, getting to enjoy it more.
Mhm.
And they're great for dipping.
Yeah,
If you get a little bit of
exactly.
almond milk, ooh, those. Well, you mentioned
Those would be
crumbling
good
on
in
top of
them.
that chocolate. Those would be
Yeah,
good dipping in that pudding. It's whoosh.
yeah. You can crumble them up, use them as a pie crust. That works too. I've seen that. I've seen those with the other cookies too, the Frolini.
Oh, yes,
Those
yes.
are more
Oh.
of like the shortbread type cookie.
So these are extremely addictive, guys. Extremely addictive. My first bag, it didn't last a full 24 hours.
Love it though. No, those are great, and those work really well for like bases. They're nice. It's like a vanilla tasting
Yeah.
base for whatever you're making.
So
So
what I
yeah.
did is I took these and I sliced up strawberries, and I had a little bit of this strawberry, it's that like gel stuff that you use on
Mhm.
strawberry shortcake. And I pretty much made my own little strawberry shortcake cookies with these, and it was incredible. And
Yeah.
I kept trying. Oh, let me try a little bit more strawberry. Make sure it's not, find out where it is too much. And I just went through so many of these.
I mean, they're very, very good. I also love those. I've been known to have a few at my desk.
Yep. And someone asked, where's the recipe for the chocolate pudding? So you're going to go to flavis.com.
Mhm.
And here's how to spell Flavis. Flavis.com
Yep.
is the
And then
website.
you'll see recipes on there. So there's all kinds of recipes. It'll be under dessert.
Yep. Oh, so I've seen a bunch of your guys' videos just because I was searching
Mhm.
and looking around, but I didn't look at the website for recipes. That is
Oh,
awesome that they're all in there, and there's a dessert section.
hmm
You guys know me. I miss my desserts something dearly.
yeah. Well, we've got a few. I mean, and the other thing is, all of them have been vetted by dietitians who specialize in kidney disease. And so nothing that goes up there has not been checked. So keep in mind, like, you don't really have to worry too much about, worrying about if it's okay for you. Um, everything's gluten free too, also, in case
Yep.
that's an issue for you. Some people are shocked that we can do gluten free and low protein and low sodium all in one. So,
And still flavor. It doesn't taste like
yep,
cardboard. This stuff
yep,
tastes so the
yep,
pastas, I cannot tell a difference
yeah,
between these and regular pasta. The bread, there's a slightly different taste, and I did not realize how sweet the bread is here. And then I looked at
yes,
our bread's loaded with sugar. A
yeah.
lot of sugar in our bread.
This is an Italian, so it's an Italian style bread. They go for a different flavor profile, but I think it's a better one. And, if you want a different, if you want something a little more sweet, then, have a little bit of some jam or something on your toast.
Yep. Yeah, and people are saying that recipes sound amazing.
Yeah.
Boom. Awesome. And thank you, Star, for writing the website in there. That way I can click
Oh,
it and
yes.
have it show up for
Appreciate
everybody.
that. Yes. Thank you.
And again, for those of you ordering, in case you just joined and you want to order some of the food, the website, go to go.dadvicetv.com/food. That will take you directly to the manufacturer's store, directly to their store. Use the coupon code DADVICE. You're going to save $10 instantly.
Yeah.
So that covers all your shipping. Pick a bunch of
Yep.
stuff. Try it all. Believe me, it's going to open up a whole new world of cooking at home. And cooking is still something fairly new to me, but it's so easy.
Yeah.
And I used to make spaghetti from time to time. It's an easy thing. You learn it in college and you make spaghetti. I miss pasta. I'm just about to go into tears for all the different kinds of pasta that I can now eat and enjoy. And tomorrow
Yeah.
night, we're having pasta here.
Yeah, and pasta does not just have to be boring. Change it up. Use different vegetables, different sauces. So we have a lot of different things on there. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize how easy it is to make a quick sauce and add a different vegetable, and you have a whole new meal.
Yep.
It's
And let me
great.
see if there's any questions in here. Now, this one may be a bit technical, and they say it's technical.
Okay.
Do you know how FLAVIS processes the rice and flour to be low protein, phosphorus, and potassium?
So I don't know exactly what goes into the production process. I'll start there, but I do know that they choose foods that are lower in those nutrients and use them so that they don't have to rely on. So, corn isn't necessarily, it's a vegetable, so they just use that and then they know they choose, I guess that what I should say, they choose appropriate ingredients.
Yeah,
That's
there
what they
we
do.
go. Yeah, and in the United States, we pretty much just choose the cheapest ingredient to put it in there
Yeah.
and load it up with sugar and carbs and don't worry
hmm
about fiber. It seems to
Yeah,
be the
and
standard American
interesting.
ingredient.
It's true, and it's interesting because for Dr. Shar, we make food for people with dietary issues across the board. So we grow a lot of our own grains, and we employ farmers in Italy. So most of the major grains are grown by our own farmers, which I think is a really big benefit.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, the products themselves in general are not diabetic, all of them. Some of them have a bit
Mhm.
more sugar than others.
Yeah.
Did I hear
So
right? Are there in the future some diabetic?
yeah,
I see
that's
a smile.
yeah. So that is something we get it a lot. So I will say the breads, the pastas, the crackers, those are not high sugar items at all. And actually, they're really high in fiber. So that is great. Even though you see that they're higher in carb, the fiber is high. So they really work for most diabetics. The things you have to be careful of are the cookies, the Frolini cookies and the fruit bars. Yes. And those are, they're, I wouldn't say, you just have to be careful. If you're going to want to stick to the serving size, you're going to want to make sure. But yes, we want to make diabetic friendly foods because we know that a lot of people have to worry about both things. And so
Yep.
that's down the pipeline, working on it.
Well, I look forward to that because these things all taste great, and you guys can't see my desk. It's all covered with these. And for those of you that someone asked a question, I think they may have joined late. Why would they choose FLAVIS pastas? They got tons of different kinds of pasta. Here's a few of them. Boom, boom, boom. Why would they choose this over the run-of-the-mill kind that they find on the American store shelf?
Yeah, because the protein content is actually really high in protein. And so I actually saw a statistic recently. Most of the protein we get in America actually comes from wheat-based products. And so if you're thinking like a normal pasta, it's a wheat-based item. It's not, if take meat and chicken and all that out of the equation, most protein is coming from wheat. And so these are low protein. They're made with low protein grain bases and starches. And so that's the difference. Low protein and also high fiber because we know that's important. So we add fiber.
Yes, yes. Oh, I am so excited and so happy that you have given us your time to come here to talk about, introduce the FLAVIS products to our community. There's a whole lineup, guys, of products. If you haven't gone to their website yet, go there right after this video ends. You guys are just going to be shocked. You're going to see, whoa, there's so much variety, and things have multiple purposes. Just like we saw earlier in the video, made breadcrumbs out of certain items. The little toasted things. I love those. I got to order more of those ones.
And bread doesn't have to be just bread. Make croutons, do all kinds of things. And we show you how to do that on the FLAVIS website.
Awesome. And the cookies, these ones are great if you need just a little tiny bit of chocolate. You're craving some chocolate, boom, this will take care of it for you, give you a crispy cookie. These ones right here, don't open them up in front of the TV. You'll eat the whole bag. These are amazing. I absolutely love these. I would say outside of the fruit bars, this is my favorite. It's just hard to only eat a few cookies at a time.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry as much. So, the serving size is 3, you have 4. We're doing okay.
Well, so here's what I did. I kept myself to the serving size of 3. It's just how many times I kept going back for 3 cookies.
Of course, yes.
I remember it was good in the beginning, the first few hours. And I'm like, oh, those are so good. I'm gonna get 3 more. There's not that much in there. And then all of a sudden the next day, like not even 24 hours later, I'm like, oh, I ate that whole bag of cookies.
I know. But you know what? It's all about balance, and everyone's got to have a little sweet sometimes. So.
Yep. And I'm going to double check if there's any other questions. AA, you're saying, what about pudding? What's your question about pudding? There is a chocolate pudding recipe on the FLAVIS website in case you have a recipe about that. Yeah. And grind up some of these chocolate chip cookies, throw them on top, or even if you want a little hint of vanilla, these would be great. These, my wife, there's a snack she makes. She has like one dessert she makes. She grinds up graham crackers, and then uses that red stuff that you mix with your strawberries and some sliced strawberries and whipped cream. I bet you she can make a version of that with these instead of the graham crackers. Yeah, and I love strawberries, so especially here in Ohio. We can get them fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, AA's asking any other kinds of pudding.
I am trying to think. I believe not pudding, but there's a cheesecake recipe up there.
Oh.
Yeah. And I have a key lime pie recipe that I don't think is on the website, but it's coming. And that's, it's a pudding consistency.
Oh, both of those sound great. Oh, you have made my week. Oh my goodness. And my dad's asking, what's the code word again? Save $10 with the coupon code Dadvice. Boom. $10.
Yeah. And if you guys have any questions, you can always email us. Most of the questions about FLAVIS and kidney disease and recipes come to me eventually. They go to customer service, they come to me eventually. So you can feel confident that someone is answering your question who is qualified. Because we know that's really important for people with a medical issue. We want to make sure we're giving you an evidence-based answer. So that's what I'm for.
Awesome. So I want to hear from everybody out there watching. What do you think about the products that we've shown you so far? The recipe that we showed you earlier just used a few items and you made something that looked like you would get it at a very nice upscale restaurant, but you can make it easily at home. And one of the other bonuses to that recipe, not a lot of cleanup.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole bunch of stuff to clean. That's fantastic. I love things that are easy. So let me know, guys, what do you think? Oh, here we go. Betty says she loves it. Awesome, Betty.
It's great.
Yeah, you guys, I'm sure you guys can tell from my excitement. I am so excited to share all this with you guys. It has been so hard to keep myself quiet and not talk about it. Going on Facebook groups, people are like, oh, I don't know what to eat. What bread can I eat? Can I make biscuits? I'm like, oh, there's stuff here. I know. Oh, I'm going to hold it back for the video so they can all see it.
Yeah. And, if you guys have any suggestions, questions, recipes you would like, please ask. We're always willing to listen to the people we serve. We're here for the kidney community.
And Star, I think Star may have came in late. She missed the recipe. We used the rigatoni, and watch the video later. Back it up. It's about 15 minutes in. We go through, or 20 minutes in. We go through the recipe. We use this. We make a little like a pesto for it. Breadcrumbs, and we use some zucchini.
It's a zucchini pesto.
Yeah, there you go. And it looked incredible. And when people say, I'm trying all of them. There you go, Carol. Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. It opens up doors for everybody. No more of that, stuck in the same food. So much more variety. And when it comes to pasta, there's so much you can do for it. So this just gives you guys so much.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we are now at the top of the hour. So I want to thank you so much for your time. And thank you, everyone at FLAVIS. I know they're going to watch this video later.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
They're sleeping right now.
Yes, because they're in Italy. Thank you for loaning us, Megan, to introduce the Dadvice TV community to the FLAVIS products so that now eating doesn't have to be the same old stuff or boring. We can now add so much more variety. Go to FLAVIS's website. There's the recipe section. I'll put a link in the description after the video, so you can just go down there and click it if you want.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I will see everybody next week here on Dadvice TV. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.